Hey guys, Ali here from Local Knowledge, and I'm super stoked to show you my brand new 39 Contender Fisharound. The first thing you notice when you see this boat is where the magic happens back here. This boat is equipped with brand new 400 horsepower V10 Mercuries. As we move forward on the boat, there's some stuff that I customized kind of to suit my West Coast fishery, and everybody knows if you fish in California, you fish live bait. I've got two 50-gallon wells here in the transom, which is probably enough to get you by, but I've also got another 80 gallons of bait capacity here on the floor. I worked with Contender to make sure these live wells were plumbed, especially for our more fragile small bait. The other thing that I'm really stoked on here is I've got a Hooker electric bait system. I worked with the guys at Hooker, kind of told them what my needs were. They know plumbing. The bilge on this boat is immaculate. Everything's finished out. I got my two storage lockers back here, rear facing seat. This is something I'm crazy about. I had this on my last boat and I really loved it. And inside, it's a cooler to hold all my drinks. And now I've got seating for 5-6 people when we run out or run a charter or whatever. Here I've got my tackle storage, my 4 main boxes. I can keep everything else down in my cabin. Moving forward, underneath this, and it's the hardest thing on a boat to show, is probably my favorite accessory on any boat, and that's my Seakeeper. This boat has a Seakeeper 3, which is DC powered. It runs off of a couple of batteries. Got my favorite electronics. I got Simrad Evo 3S's, 19-inch monitors, and then I got my controls. This boat features the Mercury joystick. First boat I've had that has it. It actually has an autopilot integrated in it, and the few hours I put on it so far, I really like it. And it integrates with the Simrad as if it was a Simrad autopilot. Going forward from here, this is a big upgrade for me. Being in California, we like to do multi-day trips. This boat has a massive cabin. That'll give me extra storage. I've got a head down there for guests. I've got a microwave so we can eat a hot meal on a cold California day, stove, everything you'd have in a big boat is in here, including air conditioning, which in a boat this size is really cool. So coming forward from here, one of the things I really like about this boat is the gunnel height. On some of the big center consoles now, the gunnel is up so high that it's actually an impediment to casting. This is the perfect height. It hits you right about the bottom of your thigh. You got plenty of room to work up here. You got a giant fish box to put your catch in. And then for those days when we're not fishing, you got this lounger just to chill on in the slip, on the anchor, whatever. Get mama and the dog out here. It's really gonna be a nice setup. And kind of moving up from here, you can see I've got a Simrad Halo radar. This is the new Halo that features bird mode, and it's supposed to work unbelievably well. I'm hoping this will help me find those foamers back home out of reach of my gyros. And then behind that is the tower. This might be the thing that I'm most stoked on with this boat. This tower, I worked with Contender to build, and I kind of took a note from the bag company guys. One of the things that they always do is they build these bucket seats up in their towers. I've been doing the same thing on a bunch of other boats that we've built and rigged since then. And the reason for it is twofold. When I jump up here, I am locked in. The other thing that you want to have besides this wraparound seat is this foot bar. I can put my feet up here, I can slink down and hold my glasses for hours and hours because my elbows are supporting me. That's key for the kind of fishing we do, where we're trying to pick off one little splash, one little boil in our gyro binoculars. And then I've got everything I need up here. Got my joystick, you know, obviously binnacle steering wheel, and a 12-inch Simrad display. You usually don't get a display this big in a tower. This thing's awesome. I can even control my music from up here. This is the office all summer long. I'm Captain Ali Hussainy out of San Diego, California, and thank you so much for checking out my boat.